Out here on a lovely day at LD Bruce Field with Coach Crane. And Coach, last week you guys took on inter-county rivalry. Yep. Spring Garden came up a little short, but take us back to last Friday and how everything transpired.
Yeah, faced a really good ball team, just to be honest, and kind of went back and forth a little bit. So we struggled tackling them, and once they got into space, once they broke the line of scrimmage, we struggled with them a little bit, and then offensively put together a few plays or drive it down inside the red zone, and again couldn't quite cap it off.
Yeah, Coach, that games like that, I mean, they obviously are very tough games to begin with, but man, you've been down some guys. I mean, yesterday you were down to 10 guys at football practice. Yeah. That makes things, whether it be injuries or guys wanting to step away from the game, whatever it may be, you get down to 10 guys. I mean, you can't even field one side of the ball, more or less scrimmage. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, you got to be real creative when it comes down to that. I mean, whether you're coning out the line or putting up barrels to simulate it, you get back to some old school stuff there. You got to go half line and look at one side of it. So you really focus a lot on the details at that point. I mean, you're getting into Indy, small group. I mean, full picture. Like there's no getting a full picture. So you see a little to see a lot.
Yeah, I don't even know what bag of tricks you dig into running a 10-man practice. Who are you pulling from? Some of your mentors or?
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
Coaches that group with Coach Mac Daniel, other ones in the community. So our guys in the county are great. And talking to them, trying to pull from experience that maybe they've been in a similar situation or scenario, and just looking for advice on those things and using those things to implement going forward.
Have you ever been in a situation where, whether it be injuries or whatever the case may be, were anything close to this year?
The closest we were was during COVID. During COVID, we got down to 17 or so. During all that, with having some out and stuff like that. That's the closest we've gotten is about 17. We ended the year last year kind of similar with all the banged up and everybody else. So, but it's never been quite to this point.
If people watching this, and some people watch these around the state in all different classifications, but man, if you're talking to a guy right here it came from a 6A or 7A, and he's only been to the 6A or 7A, and he's looking into getting into coaching, what would you tell him? Like this is 1 to 2A football right here. What's your not to this extreme, so to speak, but this is a part of life, man. What would you say to a guy like that?
I mean, it really is a different brand. I mean, the game is still the game, but the way you're teaching things, I mean, the one player is going to play all three sides of the ball.
Correct.
Or you think, hey, I'm just an offensive coordinator. No, you're going to coach a guy. You're going to coach a position on the other side of the ball too, and vice versa. You're going to wear so many hats. I mean, you're going to do the laundry. You're going to be in charge of
paint
trash,
this field
maintenance, painting. I mean, everything. There's no really divvying out a whole lot. I mean, your hands are tied with everything, but that's what makes it so special as well, though.
Yeah.
Being in such a small place, you get to do all those things. You get to build those relationships. So I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's difficult, but it's a great difficult.
What have you learned about yourself from taking on the head role here? Because, you learn a lot from being a position coach or a coordinator, but man, when you take on that head role, and I've heard this, and I may be wrong, Coach. You can speak for me on this if I am wrong.
Yeah.
Most head coaches tell me, especially in the lower classification number-wise, that coaching football is about 5th or 6th down the list. When you get to coach football, it's a blessing.
No, that's the fun part. When you make it to a game or you make it out to practice, like that's where the true relief and enjoyment is, because it's everything else that builds up into that, or you got to take care of, or you got to make sure this is done. When you finally get to just the football part of it, that's the fun part.
So that is true then. I mean,
yeah.
I don't say how y'all do it. How do you keep checks and balances? Do you got a guy that helps you, like, hey,
our
man,
staff does a phenomenal job, but again, it's being extremely organized. It's having a detailed list, and it's kind of getting the routine also. Hey, on these days, this is what we normally do.
Yeah.
So to make sure you're ahead on a road game, or to make sure practice-wise, hey, this stuff's already laid out. When does the field got to get done? Look ahead at the schedule. It's got to be organized. You got to keep a list, and you got to have good communication skills.
We got a JV game we got to paint for.
That's what happened yesterday. Same thing. Like, we had a game here in 3 weeks. Had to get the JV game. Got it all prepped yesterday. Had it ready to roll. Started on actually Sunday. Was here until about Sunday night until about 9. Came back and finished it yesterday, and then had a junior high game last night. It's homecoming week, so we got powder puff football out here every day, and stuff like that. It's a good one.
Jeez. And, oh man, y'all do have homecoming.
Man, we got a ball game to get ready for.
Let me talk to you about that if you got a minute, Coach. Every coach I've talked to this season, to a T, they all have the same message. I love homecoming for the kids. I hate it for coaching. It's nothing but distractions. How do you get it done with 10 guys? I mean, that's a whole nother animal.
Yeah, we preach the same message though. I mean, when it's time to get ready for practice, or when it's time to get ready for the ball game, I mean, we got to better set some stuff aside and prioritize.
All right, Coach. The thing about your schedule is you've got 2 of the best teams in 2A across the whole state of Alabama coming up.
Yeah.
And this week it starts with Pleasant Valley, and Coach Nix, who is the defending, I guess you could call it defending, or is the current 2A Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
So you get to go against the 2A Coach of the Year with 10 guys at practice. But how do you approach this week, Coach? I mean, like, you get homecoming, you're down numbers more than you've ever been times 10.
Yeah.
You got the 2A Coach of the Year and then one of the top teams in 2A come and play your place.
It's still good. That's what the message has been to our kids and community and everything. The game's not going to change. Like, guys, no one's going to have pity for us on a Friday night or anything. The game's still going to be played the same way. So when we're going out to practice, hey, whatever we're in at that moment, have 10 toes, have 2 feet on the ground, be present in what we're doing.
You're going to approach it, get after it the same way. It don't matter.
I don't even have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're working the same skills. Whether it's tackling or blocking, if it's working on routes, if it's throwing. I mean, you're going to approach practice the same way. Now, what's unique about it though is that the coaches, the numbers have kind of reduced down. It's kind of like a classroom setting. Like, hey, you may be 4-1 now, so you really get to dive into some details and stuff like that.
That's true. I like that.
I
like that analogy.
That's a bright side to look at it.
Yeah, no, I like that analogy right there. It's like a classroom where you had 30 kids and now you're down to, you only got 5, so you can pour into them more.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. When you look at Pleasant Valley, and I've got to see them once. Used to, when you play Pleasant Valley, you look at, okay, they got Braxton Soster and a couple of decent guys. Well, now they got guys across the board.
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball. But let's. What have you seen from them, Coach?
Yeah, they're an extremely disciplined team. They're a physical team. I think up front it starts there, and then they got 2 or 3 that carry the ball well, but they throw it well. They're a great all-around ball team on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they've been doing really good. Minus the loss to Pisgah, they've pretty much just dominated people.
They got some momentum last year. They've built on it. Coach Nix has done a phenomenal job.
They got, I don't know, 2 shutouts and 1 7-point game. They've been playing good. Coach, just before I shut it down, I always like to kick it back to you. We went over a lot of good stuff, but it's been educational for me too. Your approach and everything, I really enjoy sitting down and talking to you. But just the final thoughts on this week right here.
Yeah, extremely proud of the ones that are sticking through it when it's time and things are difficult. When things are tough, our character is going to show. And proud of the group that's sticking with it and staying true to what Cedar Bluff is.
When the chips are down, man, that's when the character is revealed, Coach.
Absolutely,
true
brother.
Story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you get crowd, a lot of time, a lot of people get saved when they hit their low point and it all falls out. No, I mean, sometimes that has to happen. But Coach, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.